What's up? Hey, we are Batuk, and you're watching
Urban Lifestyle.
A luta cheio e não quero acabar. Quem ganha com todo nessa guerra? Homem escora, mulher chora. Sem parar, sem parar. Começar. Levantar. Gira, 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 gira.
I want to know more about the album. Who's on the album? How many tracks? You know what I mean? Is the videos that are coming? How many videos are you guys dropping for the album?
We've made 2 videos so far.
Sure.
Move.
Sweat on my body, hips on the floor. Hips on the sweat on my body, hips on the floor.
I got the moves, I got the booze, I got the pair of Carvelas and my dancing shoes. I got the body for the team and a suede boots.
And Deep Ocean Deep.
Yeah, it's a 12.
Move is nice as well.
Yeah, it's a 12-track album. And
For the most part, like, it's so funny. I mean, in the hip hop context, people ask, you know, who's on the album, who's on the thing. But J. Cole has been showing that.
Yeah. Consistently,
no
3
features.
albums now.
And for us, or for me, it was important for Carla to shine and explore different parts of her voice from the perspective that on the first album, there were a ton of features, maybe like 30 features from artists all over the world. And Carla only kind of rhymed on that first album. Sure. Singing. So there's so many voices,
that's what
and
I've noticed actually. I picked up that you singing where there's some high notes that you hit. I'm like, oh, okay.
So it's featuring different sides of Carla, and I think that's
but we
dope.
do have the one feature, Kamika King.
A singer from the States.
Singer from the States. Yeah.
Kamika King is on Agua Vida.
Okay.
She wrote and sang that. We met her last year. She won a competition, which was to hang out with me and Kailicha for a day.
Okay.
Some US website had a competition
Yes.
where we go to different things in Kailicha. And
We didn't know she could sing.
a part of it was to be in studio and to kind of like 10 people won the competition. Over 2 weekends, it would be 10 people. Then you go into studio and you work with these people.
Sure.
But there are some of them are very bad.
Sure.
Kamika was a real pro, so
Sure,
it's like, oh no, we
sure.
definitely have to get some work.
Okay. And then touring dates. What's it looking like? Any shows lined up?
So we came off of a world tour.
Okay.
Where we traveled. We were in Europe, Australia, China, and South Korea.
Sure.
And it was, it was full. It was packed, and we over the last 2 years we've been spending. That's what I was telling you earlier. We've been spending 9 months a year away, from home, and we realized that in order to get out, to plug in at home, we have to spend more time home. So we are focused on spending a lot more time at home, but at the same time, we're just dipping in and out. In 2 weeks, we leave for Portugal, and we're performing in Portugal and Spain. And then we come home, and we've got a few shows at home.
We're playing Opi Kopi, we're playing Rockin' the Daisies.
Yeah.
But most importantly, it's to tell promoters who are watching this to holler at us,
Holla, please, guys.
Yeah, man. Because the fans think that we're being sturdy.
Yeah, they think we're being sturdy. They think we don't want to perform
in Cape Town or whatever. But the reality
man.
is that it's Cape Town promoters who aren't inviting us.
Yeah.
Why
And
can
it's
we
so
get
weird.
invited to China but not just 16 hours drive away?
No doubt.
But also we met this promoter. We performed in France, and there was a promoter, a South African promoter there, and that show was packed. I think there were like 20,000 people, and we actually stage dived. The people were carrying us. It was really incredible. And afterwards, we were like, hey man, don't you want to like
hook something
hook something up at home, you know, and he was like, yeah. I mean, you could see, you know, the show and the power of the show and the reaction from people, but we came home and that was 2 years ago, you know.
Promoters, please do the right thing, okay? Tired of y'all, okay? And you know what my favorite joint is from you guys?
Hi.
Hold on. Oh man, that's when you take over. That's when you take over. That's it. Oh, that's my joint. That's my, like, that joint takes me to like a place, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I love about you guys' music is that when I was referencing back to your videos as well, how you guys, you know, you paint the picture like nicely and tell a story, you know what I mean? Even with that Vida, you know, the videos. Traveling with the people, with the mamzos there, you know, you can, you know what I mean? Like, you could tell the energy, you know what I'm saying? It's just that real, you know what I mean? So, it's
I think our responsibility, especially, you know, in our videos and in our music, is not just to be like,
Sure,
you know, like, hey, look at my this, look at my that, but to really tell stories, tell other people's stories, really speak about important subjects like this Deep Ocean Deep video. At the end, you know, we really emphasize the fact that, you know, the ocean is going through.
The waste of humankind filters down through the sea and collects as dirt in her hair. Deep down at the bottom of the ocean, she combs a thick afro daily.
Crisis. The ocean is polluted, and although, you know, there's so many important stories, you know, we speak about like wars going on throughout Africa, throughout the world, but we have to raise these subjects. And like Vida, you know, that music video, we were dancing with these phenomenal women who they called Grupo Margarita. And they have a kind of dance, what's it, like a dance crew. They 80-year-olds, 90-year-olds, and 5-6-year-olds, you know, this range. And they go out and dance and they sing, and that's how they support,
I picked up that you guys, you know, like working with Nandi. How's that relationship with you guys? Like, how did it start? Where's she from? And like, I like her as well in your features.
Yeah,
you
she's
know
incredible.
I think she's a dope artist. Tell me about that relationship.
Nandi Ndlovu is from a group called Kajama. Her sister Nongom.
Okay.
And they've been singing. Nandi, there's music videos on YouTube where she's like 6 years old and singing, you know. So it's like really musical family. Their parents were musicians. And yeah, man, we've done a lot of work. I was in a group called Phantasma before, and she featured on that stuff. So it was natural when we did Batuk to work with her some more, and I hope we can work with her in the future.
No doubt.
Kajama's released stuff of their own, and they're really dope.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. So Batuk consists, is it just you guys?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Damn. You guys are doing amazing things, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's really musical. Like, I like that. You know what I mean? Like, and Spook, you know, I want to go back to that question of you know, living your brand. Have you left Spook on Tambo brand? Is it still going? You know what I mean? Or you feel like this is the main focus now, Batuk, and pushing this movement forward?
Boy, busy.
Sure, boy.
Busy, yeah. Sure. You know, from a film side to a business side, you know. I think a lot of musicians, there's a point where they want to be employees,
Sure.
or they just want to do music.
Yeah.
But there's so much admin to it. There's so much hustle to it. So the day, we try to maximize on those 24 hours, and we just hustle as much as possible. So. Yeah, man, I do my things. I spend my time. I do my things as Ntando Mochata. I do my things as Batuk.
Sure.
I produce for other artists as
Sure.
well.
Sure.
I manage other artists. Like I recently took Maskandi artist Bogaz Tate to France for 2 shows in Paris.
Dope.
And yeah, man, my mission.
Creative businessman.
Yeah. But it's
mogul,
to push South African culture
Yeah,
forward,
yeah.
and to really support and look at things that sometimes aren't in the mainstream,
Yes,
and
sir.
to push them as much as possible into viable income streams.
So, if you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna get a little bit personal. Just heard through the grapevine that you guys are you guys dating? Are you guys together? Because what I wanted to is like, how do you guys balance, work and and being able to say, hey, good morning, baby, you know what I'm saying, and then still be like, no, let's, how do you guys keep that balance together?
I've worked with a lot of people before.
Sure.
Coming from a theatre background, you work with a lot of people, a lot of actors, whatever. But I've never worked with somebody as well as I work with
Sure.
Ntato.
Sure.
And there's just some kind of organic understanding between us. As business partners, as life partners, there's just an understanding, and
Sure.
we spend a lot of time together, and it kind of, that's how the business grows, and that's how the love grows.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, and when the love grows, then the product gets stronger, and yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, but it's obviously it's a high pressure industry.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
From a day-to-day work perspective, but it's a high pressure industry also, like mentally, because it's super competitive. It's a job where you constantly are faced with feedback. You know what I mean? Most people in their jobs, they just have to worry about what their manager says. But for us, from the comment section to fans,
yeah.
So it's high pressure, and that obviously can have its impact
Yes,
on
of course.
relationship.
Sure,
But we try to really just be supportive.
And for me, there are many moments where I've been, and it's where I say where I've been, but still can happen where I just, being new in the industry, I feel a little bit insecure at moments, just like, versus somebody who's just, been in the industry for so many years. And he's a great hype man, he really, in moments where it can affect our relationship, just some comment on Twitter or whatever can make me feel, and it can affect us, but him as life partner and as business partner can really just come in there and and then pick me up, and that's it's great to have. And I mean,
I think essentially it's like we spoke about the group fits floor.
Yes,
you know what
sir.
I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes,
as far as relationships or family, going into art or going into business, and how that works together. But essentially, I think the strongest base is for just strong friendship. Being able to support each other, and knowing that I got your back, you got my back.
That's it.
In a case where we on stage with a huge crowd, it's winter, I've lost my voice, or she's lost her voice, and to know that, okay, I can hype this word, but I know that she knows the whole verse, and she'll have my back.
Sure.
And that then goes into the rest of life, and to be able to say, no, you got my back, and that's cool.
No doubt. So the moral of the story for this...
It's a good training ground.
Yeah, the moral of the story of this is just love. You know what I mean? So, and that's what you do to
And
the
good
product.
friendship, man. Good friendship.
Yeah.
Like, sloppy love is like also nice, but like
solid.
good friendship.
Solid.
Yeah.
Lastly, social handles, everything. Where can people get your music, the album, everything? Yeah.
So the album is available everywhere. Our first album, Música da Terra, and this album, Kasi Royalty, and all our EPs are available everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, Deezers, you know,
You name
All
it.
digital.
You name
all
it.
digital platforms.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and you can get us at Batuk Musica. Batuk.
Musica.
Aku fama ai inchumi. 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 Aku fama ai inchumi.
Well, thank you very much. Man, what a lovely sit down with you guys, you know what I mean? Good luck, all the best. I think you guys' music is very powerful and it's going to change a lot of people's mentality and lives, you know what I'm saying? Already, I'm touched by Vida, you know what I'm saying? Like, so,
You know what Vida means?
what does it mean?
Life.
Life.
Yeah.
Love life, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's it. From us, Urban Lifestyle, Batuk. Man, what a pleasure. Pleasure. We out. It's all love, baby. Mwah. How do you say bye in Portuguese?
Ciao, ciao.
Cha cha. That's it right there. That's it right there.
Chinese.
I mean, we'll mix it up. Ciao ciao. Cheers, everybody. Lovely.
Por que não quis ficar comigo, Daniel? Estás a esconder, estás fugido, Daniel. Olha lá, olha pra mim, Daniel. Olha lá, olha pra mim, Daniel. Por que não quis ficar comigo, Daniel? Estás a esconder, estás fugido, Daniel.